Hey y'all! Well, it's time for another episode of Skunkie's Yard Sale. And in front of me, I've got some stuff that I either built or modified, and I'm just not using it. I'm not listening to it. They don't really fit my use case. And so I figured, why not put these things out there and see if there's anybody interested in them. The way this is going to work, I'll put my email address below. Just send me an offer. And basically it's going to be kind of a sealed bid kind of thing. I'm going to wait for about a week. And if anybody bids a reasonable amount, I'm going to go with the highest bidder. So just keep that in mind. So what do we got here? First we got this little AEMA A07 Max. I know you can just buy these off Amazon. I've got this thing that they gave to me to review. I'm never going to listen to this little amp. Like I said, I like the A70 better. I put the op amps in it. I'm not trying to trash this thing, but I know some of you love this or would like to listen to it. Reasonable offers, entertained. It comes with the 36 volt brick that these come with in the box, all that stuff. You know, it's been used just a few hours, so it's basically like new. So reasonable offers accepted on that. I'm pretty much just happy to get whatever I can get out of it. This, on the other hand, it's an amp I did on the channel, 6LU8. It's a really cool little integrated spud amp. It's like a step up from the 6BM8 amp I did. This guy makes around 5 watts clean. I mean, it might make a little more than that, but I would suggest using it in the 2 to 4, 5 watt range, around in there. This thing works fine powering up like a pair of RP600M speakers in a 10 by 12 foot-ish room, maybe a little bigger. It's got a good bit of power. It's got EdCore 15 watt output transformers. It's got Mundorf coupling caps. It's got, the rest of the caps are all high quality. It's got Hammond transformer and choke in a nice metal chassis. It's got the inputs on the side like that. It's got the little trim rings and stuff. It's got a nice pair of matched 6LU8 tubes, which aren't hard to find. And for a little small footprint amp that doesn't put off a lot of heat, it's a really cool little piece. And so, yeah, make me an offer. Don't insult me. Finally, we got Wilsonton R8. My long saga with Wilsonton. They sent me this amp to review. This is the Mark II. I've done all the Skunkie mods to it. It's got Vichy military spec bias pots. It's got silver gold Mundorf coupling caps in it. All the other caps have been upgraded to 500 volt. All the wiring's been cleaned up inside it. The grounds have been cleaned up. The headphone jack is not functional. It's been, unwired from the system so that the speaker jacks are connected directly to the output transformers. Also, it's been hardwired ultralinear mode, so there's no triode mode anymore. So you folks that are wanting to be able to switch ultralinear triode, this is not an amp for you. If you're tired of having to switch between triode and ultralinear, or don't like the idea of the amp defaulting to triode, you have to come over and turn it to ultralinear every time, this is the amp for you. Like I said, it's hardwired in ultralinear mode. Also, the outside part of the headphone jack has been wired up to the cathode of the output tube, so you can measure the millivolts with a multimeter on the jack to the ground. And so you can externally measure what the meter's showing you instead of just having like a blind, center point. And you're like, how many milliamps is that? You can actually measure it. And I've got marked here on the side, at a KT88, you want it at 55 milliamps, and EL34s, you want it at 40 milliamps. And so this one's got 460 volts on the plate. It's a nice sounding version of the R8 that should be much more reliable than buying one new. Like I said, the main upgrade is it's got these military spec Vichy adjusting pots, and they're spec where they stick up out of the chassis just a breath, so that they're easier to adjust than the ones that are hidden down in that hole and you got to fish around trying to find the slot. Got a lot of options on tubes I can supply with it. Yeah, I guess for bidding it's going to be kind of hard because I could put like just the Wilsonton tubes in it, and then if you wanted, I've got a set of those Treasure KT88-Zs. I've got the front end tubes that it comes with. I'm not sure if I got both the 6SL7s. I'll have to look. I know I found one of them, but I can come up with a pair of 6SL7s and then, have the factory 6S7s. I could also supply it with a set of Sylvania new old stock tubes for the front end, both the 6SL7 and the 6S7s, if you're interested in that. So maybe on this amp, kind of tell me what you're looking for, and then we can talk price from there. Again, obviously this will be cheaper if I supply it with, the Wilsonton tubes or no tubes. You may not want any tubes. You may want to just buy it as a chassis and put your own tubes in it. So this one's kind of more up in the air, I guess. This one obviously is coming with these tubes, and these are Sylvanias. This is a nice sounding little amp, and then this guy is just like, yeah, whatever. So anyway, that's kind of it for Skunkie's Yard Sale for this episode, and hope you're enjoying my channel. If you are, please subscribe. Please like the video. Thanks to all you folks that are regular subscriber watchers of the videos. Really appreciate all of you guys, plus you guys that make donations, and you guys that help me out buy my yard sale stuff. So anyway, till the next video, have a nice day.